All right, let's dive into a story that could, and I mean this, genuinely change everything we think we know about our place in the universe. We're chasing this one single, tantalizing signal from a world very, very far away. You're not going to want to miss this.
So here's the headline, the thing that has the entire scientific world just buzzing. Our brand new, super powerful James Webb Telescope, it just spotted a molecule 120 light years from here. And here's the kicker, on Earth, that molecule is only produced by life. So you gotta ask, right? Did we just find aliens?
Okay, so to really get this, we've got to put on our detective hats. We're following a trail of breadcrumbs that started with this one faint signal traveling across a literal ocean of space.
And our lead detective in this whole cosmic mystery, none other than the James Webb Space Telescope. I mean, this thing is an absolute marvel. It's built for exactly this kind of work, to stare into the atmospheres of planets light years away with a precision that honestly, we used to just dream about.
So how does it find these clues? It's pretty clever, actually. Imagine a planet passing in front of its sun. Webb looks at the starlight that shines through that planet's thin little atmosphere. Different gases in the air block certain colors of light, leaving behind a kind of chemical fingerprint. And this time, that fingerprint showed something, well, something that blew everyone away.
All right, clue number one is in the bag. Now let's take a trip. We're going 120 light years away to the scene of the crime, if you will, the planet where this all started. So, say hello to K2-18b. This is what's known as an exoplanet, which just means it's orbiting a star that isn't our sun. But what's so cool about this one? All the signs are pointing to it being a water world. We're talking about a planet that might be completely covered in a single massive ocean.
And just to give you some perspective here, K2-18b is an absolute beast. It's nearly 9 times the mass of Earth. It's a super-Earth, this weird in-between size of planet that we don't even have in our own solar system. It's bigger than us, but smaller than a gas giant like Neptune.
This actually puts K2-18b into this super exciting new category that scientists are calling a Hycean world. Just picture it, a planet with a huge liquid water ocean all wrapped up in a thick, hydrogen-heavy atmosphere. And the most important part? These kinds of worlds are thought to be, potentially, habitable.
Look, finding a potentially habitable ocean planet is already huge news, right? That's a blockbuster discovery on its own. But now we get to the smoking gun. The one specific molecule that takes this from interesting to a total game changer.
Okay, first, a quick bit of vocab. Biosignature. It's pretty much what it sounds like, a signature of life. For astronomers who are searching for life out there, finding a real solid biosignature, well, that's the holy grail.
So back to K2-18b. Webb found this chemical fingerprint in its atmosphere that, well, based on everything we know about how planets work, it just shouldn't be there. It's a total puzzle. There's no easy way to explain it without biology.
And here it is. The molecule is called Dimethyl Sulfide, or DMS for short. Now, why is this so electrifying? Because here on Earth, DMS is made almost entirely by living things, specifically tiny little plankton in the ocean. It's not a simple molecule you'd expect to find just lying around, coming out of a volcano or something. Fun fact, it's actually the gas that gives the ocean that classic sea smell.
So let's recap. We've got a gas linked to life on a planet covered in ocean. Case closed, aliens confirmed, right? Well, not so fast. In science, you've heard it before, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Now the really hard work begins, making absolutely sure this isn't some kind of cosmic false alarm.
And that's the question every scientist involved is asking themselves right now. Is this DMS signal the real deal, a true sign of life? Or could it be an imposter, some weird non-living process that just happens to look like life?
So let's just lay out the two sides of this debate, okay? On one hand, the argument for life is just so compelling. You've got DMS, a really strong biosignature, on the perfect kind of planet for it. But on the other hand, we have to be skeptical. Could there be some bizarre, unknown geological process on a giant planet like this that could make DMS? Or, could the signal just be a tiny blip, an error in the data? You have to rule all that stuff out first.
So, where do we stand right now? We've got this tantalizing signal, a prime suspect of a planet, and a really healthy scientific debate going on. Let's talk about the current verdict, as it stands today.
Okay, let's be super clear about this. This is not confirmed proof of alien life. Not yet.
What we have is an incredibly exciting clue, but it needs so much more investigation. Science is a slow process for a reason. It's all about being absolutely sure before you make a call like that.
But, and this is a huge but, let's not downplay how massive this is. Even with all that caution, this is a landmark moment. People working on this project are calling it the single strongest lead we have ever had in the search for life beyond Earth. Think about that. For all of human history, we've looked up and wondered. And this is the closest we've ever come to an answer.
And that's why this has just completely captured our imagination, right? It puts us right on the edge of a new frontier. We're staring across space at a distant ocean and just wondering. I mean, if there is life there, it's been doing its own thing, evolving for maybe billions of years. It just leaves you with this incredible, mind-bending question. What on earth could be swimming in that alien ocean?